Hi, I'm Adam, thanks for stopping by, and in today's video I'm going to be looking at this, a new oldie from Nintendo, the all-new, new Game & Watch, Super Mario Bros. Stick around to find out more. "35 years ago, if you were lucky enough to have one of these, a Nintendo Entertainment System or NES, or if you lived in Japan, this version of it called the Famicom or Family Computer, then you probably had this game, Super Mario Bros. Fast forwarding through time until now, and Super Mario Bros. Finds itself 35 years old. To celebrate, Nintendo have released a classic looking Game & Watch handheld featuring the NES version of Super Mario Bros., Super Mario Bros. 2, and the classic Game & Watch game Ball. Let's take a closer look. It's quite a nice small device measuring just 11 centimeters by 7 centimeters. Here you see the classic Game & Watch logo, Super Mario Bros. Text, a typical Nintendo D-pad, A and B buttons, along with the game, time and pause buttons. If we take a look at the right hand side, we see the power button and the USB-C port that's used to charge the integrated rechargeable battery. Flipping it around to the other side, we can see the hole that the speaker is mounted behind. Let's turn it on with a little tap of the power button and access the games from the game menu and select Super Mario Bros. Here you can see we're greeted with the NES version of Super Mario Bros. Let's start this. Playing this feels quite normal, nice, speed is good. And it's a game everybody's familiar with, so I don't need to go into it, I think, in too much detail. It's just how it looks and feels on here. Colours are really nice and vibrant. Let's collect these coins. I'm not going to go through the whole level of this. I don't think it's worth it, as we're not looking at the game so much, we're looking at the device. So let's go back to the game menu and see what else is on here. Super Mario Bros. 2. Now this is not the Super Mario Bros. 2 that I was used to. This is what I would call the Lost Levels. Okay. And in the Lost Levels, again, if you're familiar with this, you'll know that these mushrooms that are this colour are not going to make you go large. In fact, watch this. They are poisonous mushrooms. That was a shock to me the first time I came across that. Okay, let's see what else is on here. On the game menu, you've got the Ball game. So this is a typical old school Game & Watch game. And we just got to keep these balls in the air. And there's two versions of this. Okay, reset the game. Reset the game, yes. So that was game A, and game B has just got 3 balls. Also note that there is a lack of physical volume control on this device. So if you need to adjust the volume, and this is true for any of the games, you press the pause button, you come into here and you can adjust the volume up and down. And there's also a screen brightness up and down. And that's pretty much it. Oh, when you're in a game like this, if you come out to another game or you come out to the time screen, it pauses it. So it will go back to exactly where you were. So let's go back to the game, for example, Mario Bros. 1. So this might be helpful, actually, to help you complete the game, or not in one sitting, as it were, as traditionally, obviously, Mario never had any save points. So as you can see, you can come back to the game at any time. Oops, didn't do that very well, did I? And finish off. And then when you're finished, either just turn off the device or go to another game. So that's the Game & Watch Super Mario Bros. 35th year anniversary device from Nintendo.